Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming channel. We're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series today. We're going to be taking a look at Amdapor Keep Hard Mode. Starting off for the trash pools in the beginning here, there will be 2 condors to pick up, and then there is a Ochu over in the corner. The Ochu does not move, so you have to drag the rest of the units to him. And he will cast an ability called Swarm that will spawn additional adds into the area, so you'll want to pick those up after he finishes casting. As you proceed through the next area, there will be vines that will slam down across the arena, so you'll want to pick the units up and drag them past the vines so that your team is not getting smacked by these. There will be another Ochu blocking the path over here. After the second Ochu is defeated, it will open up the path to the first boss. For the first boss, there is several statues around the arena. At certain points throughout the fight, one of the party members will get a red marker on their head. This is a sign that Anchag is going to do a line AoE towards them that follows them around. When this happens, the party member will want to move behind one of the statues. Every other time during the fight, though, you'll want to avoid standing near the statues, as they can take damage throughout the entire fight, and it will destroy the statues before they can soak the damage from the line AoE for you. The AoE that Anchag does on the with the red marker does a vulnerability debuff along with a healing reduction debuff. So it is very hard to keep that person alive if they do not transfer the AoE to one of the statues. As the tank, you'll want to just keep Anchag in the middle of the arena, away from the statues, and then the rest of your team will want to avoid them. Make sure that the Anchag is done casting his AoE before coming out from behind the statue, as it does last for 3 separate ticks. Proceeding on to the area after the boss, there will be a demonic rose enemy that will cast bad breath, like most of the enemies of this type, that will debuff you with just about every debuff known to man if you get hit by it. So it's one of the highest priority ones to avoid getting hit by. The naughty treants will be between some of the vines that continuously slap the ground. So you'll want to stay in between the 2 vines as they continuously slap forward. He will spawn additional adds into the fight that you'll want to pick up whenever they spawn. After the treant's dead, you can continue moving forward, where you'll come across another foxglove and demonic rose. Again, making sure the demonic rose does not hit you with his bad breath ability. You will then come across another naughty treant, which has 4 of the whipping vines. So your party members will want to stay in the very middle of this battle arena area so that they're avoiding getting hit by each of these vines while you kill the treant. This will open up the arena for the second boss, the Boogeyman. The Boogeyman will start the fight with a luminescence in the corner of the arena. You'll want to focus the Boogeyman down until he eventually goes invisible. This is when you will want to destroy the luminescence and stand inside of the AoE that it provides. Once you stand inside the AoE, you will get a buff that Whenever you move on top of the boogeyman, it will explode and reveal him. While invisible, he cannot be targeted, but can still attack your teammates. Anytime he spawns adds into the fight, you'll want to pick them up and destroy them. Once he gets down to 25% health, he will spawn a copy of himself, and both of them will go invisible. I need to pick up the other luminescence and destroy it to get the buff again, so that you can reveal them. The adds do a spontaneous combustion, so you do need to destroy them quickly. After revealing the boogeyman for the second time, they will do an entrance ability, which is a large frontal cone ability, but it can be dodged in two different ways, either by moving out of its area or by looking away from it. After this, you'll click the portal to progress to the next area, where you'll come across a gauntlet type area, where you activate the orb and then just continuously fight a large group of enemies. This is timed, as the enemies outside of the arena will continuously move forward, the demon walls, and if they do reach you, then they will cast Crash Down, instantly wiping your party. So just pick the units up and kill them as fast as possible. There will be quite a few AoEs to dodge throughout this, so make sure to face them away from your party members. After the blood lappers are dead, you'll click on the ethereal flow to exit the arena. And this will put you right in front of the boss fight for the third boss. Now, the final boss does have several interesting mechanics you'll want to watch out for. All of his basic attacks are frontal cone attacks, so you'll want to face him away from your party. Throughout the fight, he will cast Blackout, which is a party-wide damaging ability. He will also spawn units that are tethered to him that have to be destroyed as quickly as possible. While he is tethered to these units, he takes no damage, and the AoE around him will continue to grow. While he is casting the AoE, he'll continue to take no damage. There's no point in using cooldowns or anything on him at this point. After finishing his wild card cast, you can go back to damaging him though. When he runs to a party member and starts casting Jester's Reap, he will spawn a unit on top of that party member that will need to be destroyed before Jester's Reap's casting time completes. Otherwise, that party member will die from the ability. Anyone who is in the AoE will die also, even if they're not locked down by the unit. So you just need to focus the separation and get out of the AoE as quick as possible. The next time he spawns a ad that is tethered to him, he will also spawn 2 separations on party members that will need to be destroyed first, so that you can actually move to destroy the ad and then kill the ad before he expands his wild card across the entire arena. After this, he will start spawning circular AoEs on party members that will leave behind spinning swords. that needs to just be moved out of. And that should be it for the Amdapor Keep Hard mode. I hope this helped a few of you out. If it did, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will catch you on the next one.